Imagine this for a moment. You walk into your living room, flip on your television, and instead of being greeted by just another standard streaming box interface, you're presented with something completely different. Something so powerful, so fluid, and so intelligent that it feels less like a piece of consumer tech and more like a glimpse into the future of home entertainment. This isn't some sci-fi fantasy. According to multiple leaks and reports, it could very well be Apple's next big step in 2025, the new Apple TV 4K. But before you roll your eyes and think, it's just a streaming box, let's be clear. If the rumors and insider whispers are true, Apple may be preparing to transform this little black box into something far more revolutionary. We're talking about a device that could merge next-gen gaming performance, cinema-grade visuals, seamless FaceTime calls, fitness tracking, smarter AI integration, and full smart home control into one central hub. By the end of this breakdown, you might find yourself asking, is Apple TV secretly the most underrated product Apple has ever made? A quick look back, where Apple TV 4K stands today before we dive into what's rumored for 2025. Let's rewind and see what Apple TV 4K currently offers. The latest third-generation Apple TV 4K is already sleek, minimalistic, and surprisingly capable. Powered by the A15 Bionic chip, the same chip that not long ago ran inside flagship iPhones, it handles apps, streaming, and casual games with ease. It supports 4K resolution, HDR10+, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos for immersive sound and picture quality. If you've streamed a movie on one, you know it feels buttery smooth, almost like you're in a private cinema. The problem? Price and perception. Competitors like Amazon Fire TV Stick, Roku Ultra, and Google Chromecast offer decent streaming for under $50, while Apple asks for $129 or more. For most consumers, that math just doesn't add up. But Apple seems unfazed by the competition. And maybe that's because the company isn't thinking of the Apple TV 4K as just another streaming device. Instead, it looks like they're quietly preparing to evolve it into something much more ambitious. Powering the future. The A17 Pro, or A18. Chiplets start with the heart of any Apple product, the chip. Currently, the Apple TV 4K runs on the A15 Bionic, but leaks suggest that the next version might leap straight to the A17 Pro, or even the A18. These are the same chips powering Apple's flagship iPhones in 2024 and 2025. And they're not just about speed, they're about redefining what's possible in a living room device. Here's why this matters. Console-level gaming performance, Apple's A17. Pro introduced hardware-accelerated ray tracing, the same technology used by PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. That means shadows, reflections, and lighting in games could look eerily realistic, something no streaming box has ever attempted. AI acceleration. With neural engine advancements, the chip could enable smarter Siri interactions, on-device translation, and even AI-driven video enhancements, like upscaling HD content into sharper 4K or 8K efficiency. Apple's chips are also incredibly power efficient. Unlike a bulky gaming console, the Apple TV would remain silent, cool, and compact while delivering massive performance gains. If this becomes reality, Apple TV 4K would no longer just be a way to stream Netflix. It could quietly become the sleeper console of 2025, powered by Apple Arcade, cloud gaming services, and maybe even support for AAA titles. Connectivity leaps, Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.4, and beyond, of course. Raw power only matters if the device can stay connected at lightning speed. The current Apple TV supports Wi-Fi 6, which is solid. But in 2025, the new model could support Wi-Fi 6E or even Wi-Fi 7, offering higher throughput, lower latency, stronger stability in congested households. Imagine streaming a 4K HDR movie on Apple TV Plus while another family member plays Fortnite on cloud gaming, and someone else FaceTimes in 4K, all without a single buffer. That's the promise of Wi-Fi 7, and let's not forget Bluetooth. With Bluetooth 5.3 or 5.4, Apple TV could seamlessly pair with PlayStation and Xbox controllers, AirPods Pro with lossless audio, and even third-party VR accessories. This connectivity isn't just convenient. It could be the backbone for Apple's larger gaming and fitness ambitions. FaceTime on the big screen. The built-in camera rumor. One of the most exciting rumors about the Apple TV 2025 is that Apple might finally integrate a built-in camera. Now, why does that matter? because it completely changes how the device fits into Apple's ecosystem. FaceTime on your TV. Instead of huddling around an iPhone or MacBook, you could hold group video calls on your 65-inch television. Imagine holidays, birthdays, or even work meetings on the biggest screen in your home. Apple Fitness Plus integration. A camera could track your body movements in real time, offering better coaching and feedback during workouts. Combined with AI, it could suggest posture corrections or track calorie burn with higher accuracy. Gesture control. Think swiping menus, pausing movies, or browsing music with just a wave of your hand. It's Minority Report-style control, but from your couch. Augmented reality groundwork. Apple has already introduced AR through Vision Pro, and a camera on Apple TV could bring elements of AR into the living room. Imagine interactive games, workouts, or educational experiences projected on your TV with AR depth. This wouldn't just make Apple TV a streaming device, it would make it a communication hub, fitness trainer, and interactive experience machine. Smarter software, tvOS 26 and AI-driven experiences. Hardware is only half the equation. In 2025, the Apple TV will run tvOS 26, and insiders suggest this version will deliver Apple's boldest redesign yet. Liquid Glass UI. Apple is rumored to introduce a futuristic interface that feels holographic, dynamic, and responsive to gestures and voice. Personalized profiles with AI. Instead of just separating family members, profiles could use AI to predict what you want to watch based on time of day, mood, or even context from your iPhone. Smarter Siri. Forget the robotic Siri of old. Apple is making Siri more conversational, capable of curating movies, controlling smart devices, and even acting as a gaming assistant. Imagine asking, "What's a good two-player game I can play right now?" and Siri instantly launching it. Deeper HomeKit integration. Apple TV could finally become the brain of your smart home. With Matter support, you could use it to control lights, thermostats, locks, and security cameras, all with ultra-low latency. The price question: will Apple finally go under $100? Here's the elephant in the room: price. Apple TV has always cost significantly more than its rivals. At $129, it's a hard sell when Fire Sticks are $39, but this time, the strategy might change. Multiple analysts believe Apple could release a cheaper base model under $100 while keeping a premium version with all the bells and whistles. Why? Because Apple doesn't make most of its money from hardware. It makes money from services. If more people buy Apple TV, more people will subscribe to Apple TV Plus for shows and movies, Apple. Arcade for games, Apple. Fitness Plus for workouts, Apple. Music and Apple One bundles iCloud storage. Plans lowering the barrier to entry could mean millions of new households entering the Apple ecosystem, and once you're in, it's hard to leave. Apple TV as a gaming console, the sleeper threat to PlayStation and Xbox? For years, Apple Arcade has been dismissed as just casual mobile games. But if Apple pairs arcade with the A17 Pro chip, ray tracing, and cloud gaming partnerships, Apple TV could become a real threat to traditional consoles. Imagine playing titles like Resident Evil Village or Assassin's Creed Mirage on a $100 box, with near-console graphics, without needing a $500 console. Add in cross-platform play with iPhone, iPad, and Mac, and suddenly Apple has a unique selling point no other console maker can match. And let's not ignore Apple's ecosystem advantage. Your AirPods for 3D audio, your iPhone as a second screen controller, your iCloud save states, your Vision Pro headset for AR/VR extensions. It's all connected. A silent revolution. Why nobody is paying attention. Here's the fascinating part. While the tech world obsesses over iPhone 16, M4 MacBooks, and Apple Vision Pro, the Apple TV quietly evolves in the background. It's always been seen as a niche gadget for Apple superfans. But if even half of these rumored upgrades come true, next-gen chip, Wi-Fi 7, built-in camera, smarter AI, lower price, the Apple TV could go from overlooked to essential almost. Overnight. It might not just be Apple's most underrated product, it could become the device that ties the entire Apple ecosystem together. Release, date, and final thoughts. So when can we expect it? Most analysts predict the Apple TV 4K will arrive in the fall of 2025, likely alongside new iPads or Macs. Pricing is still up in the air, but the rumors of a sub-$100 version make this launch one of the most intriguing in Apple's lineup.